Hello, hello. Welcome. Friday night. At the very least, we're going to play some trivia. Hopefully, Anthony shows up. If not, won't be a way to. Well, you can still donate. I just won't know it, so we won't be able to do a giveaway or anything. But still get put on the builder's wall. You see, he's got. If you've checked in, my one beard hair is 2 inches long. Now, you can join the challenge. Absolutely. No beard counts as 3 inches. You just got to pick a team. So you don't have to actually have a beard. Captains are having a beard this time, so Duke vlog will be going up pretty soon. Rhonda got a bunch of stuff from him. He does he gets that big rope that was too big for him, and he'll get it down on the floor, get his nose under it, flip it up in the air and catch it. Plays catch with himself. Now he's doing it with this little rubber. It's got like two rubber rings on it with a rope in between. And he still has his he has a little owl, and he has the first monkey we got him that was nylon, but the stuffing's all gone and it's just the head. And we got him a new monkey for nighttime, which is more like plush, and one for the day, which is more for like fire hose type material with ropes inside. And he really likes those too. He's having a good time. They're all monkeys though, so he's getting pretty big. Not much taller, filling out some. Duke, he's a little taller. His back end's real tall. I'm gonna have a. I'll put a vlog up about him here later. The trivia tonight, since we're trying to help Anson build a forge. That's what this whole Beard Up Challenge is for. You can donate to him on the PayPal there, or some other way. I'm sure you can get a hold of him and figure out a way to donate. He is accepting tools, money donations, and the money goes towards building, well, right now, tools and other things like that, but also a actual forge so he can put all of his stuff inside. Now he has moved into a garage right now that he finally got cleaned out enough he can forge in there, but his better forge isn't in there. His just gas forge is in there, and you can still do a lot with that, but we'll keep him dry. You can still do some lessons. There are postings for lessons if you're in his area. So you can go check out Anson over at Ivy's Forge and Homestead and see if any of that's interesting to you. If you are a veteran, I know he'll give you lessons on the basics of blacksmithing for absolutely free. So just get a hold of him. Tonight we're gonna maybe we definitely are going to play trivia for blacksmithing. I'm gonna let this go. I don't know. We'll probably sit here and talk for a little while. So if anybody has any questions for us or anything they want to talk about, I did not get any photos or anything from my team for the Liberty beards, and you're supposed to do something that reminds you of what Liberty is to you. So whether that be whatever you're excited to be free here in America, the right to bear arms, the right to religion, the right to whatever your rights are here, your freedoms. Display it on your beard and send us some photos. I haven't got any. I don't know if Anson's gotten any. He hasn't contacted me. I did tell him I was going live every Friday, either on this channel or his channel. So I don't know if he still thinks we're every other week. If that's the case, we'll play trivia and probably get off of here. But I do want to do this every Friday, kind of hang out. If everybody hangs out and is having a good time, then we'll do this, as we'll just do it by feeling. But 8 o'clock on Friday nights is the new Beard Up Challenge Hangout. So everybody's more than welcome to be here. Pick a side. Let's talk beards. Let's talk shop. Play some games and have some fun. You know what I mean? Yep, everybody interact. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Mr. Fordman. So welcome, Kenneth, and our destinations and creations. Where we got Duke from? Rhonda, where we got Duke from? Very nice. And Kenneth, how's your summer been going? Is he still here? He might have left. We've got 3 people in here now. Good to see you guys. So the trivia is on blacksmithing. Probably start this about 10 after. If Anson does show up and we get 10 people to donate $5 tonight, $5 donation towards the forge, your name gets put. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Shared us on Facebook. Wonderful. So if you want to, you can donate to Anson, but you gotta wait till he gets here. You can if you'd like to, but it won't qualify unless he shows up. And donate $5. We're gonna do this every Friday or every other Friday or periodically on Fridays at 8 o'clock. And I have 10 items over here. I used to give one away for anybody that shared donated $5. What we're gonna do now is once we get to 10, hi Tommy Wright. Nice to see you here. Once we get to 10 people that have donated the $5, we're going to put all your names into a hat, draw a name, and there is 10 things in this mystery box that we'll send you. Give us your address, we'll send it to you. You're going to get a $50 value, at least $50 for that $5 you donated. So it's pretty cool. It's going to help build a forge. It's going to help veterans. And you're going to get some pretty neat stuff. Now, I will show you one thing because I just added it. It does have to do with some blacksmithing. Well, in a way. Pick this up today. And this will be in this mystery box if we ever get to that point. Some point. $50 will get donated to Anson and somebody will get a mystery box somehow. So anyways, Nicholson, USA. And this is a file brush. Rough wire file brush. Pretty good condition. Antique. Had to get some fuzz out of there. It looks like there's still some more in there. This is to clean out your files. So pretty cool. And that's one of the items, one of the 10 items. So some of the items are new, brand new. I'll show you another example. But there's 10 items in there. And I'm not going to show you them all. But this is like a beard band. You can't see the eye because it's green and I got the green screen on. But it goes in your beard or your hair. Snake. So I'm not showing you all of them. But there's some examples of what's in that mystery box or what will be in the mystery boxes. So there's have to do with outdoor stuff, blacksmithing, and beards, and just general purpose stuff that anybody can use for whatever. So pretty cool deal. Trying to give you guys a reason to help Anson build this forge. And we're going to play trivia. It may not always be blacksmithing, but some sort of trivia and or a game of some sort. And we thought about incorporating darts into it at some point, somehow. But I'd really like to see some photos of some beards. So if somebody can send me photos of different beards, especially Liberty centered beards right now, something that has to do with your freedom. So like a red, white, and blue beard, or maybe the Second Amendment on your beard. Fairy dust, weep the wild winds. Hello, hello. Just flying in to say hey. Flying in to say hi. Flying in to say hey. And it's got a little chicken there with some hearts and eating chicken and what is it? Yeah, the snake's pretty cool. The snake. I think it's really cool. Drayson, JT over at Drayson's Forge, Drason Forge. JT makes those. Wrong emojis. Yeah, that happens. So, if you guys saw our vlog we put up, the storm came through and knocked everything in the garden down. So, I think the whole garden got wiped out. Or did it? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. So, the way we're 10 after 8 now, and this has been on for 25 minutes, even though we started at 8 o'clock. So, let's play trivia. This could take about 20 to 40 minutes. Anyone that's in the chat can play the trivia. This is based on blacksmithing. I'm going to ask a question, give you 4 options, answers. As soon as you think you know the answer, the correct answer, put it in the chat. And the first correct answer will win that question because it's just for fun right now. So, okay. You heard Crazy Ed sent you here. Yeah, Crazy Ed. He's crazy. So, what exactly is pig iron? Is it A? It's iron with a pink hue to it. Is it B? Iron that has been quenched in oil. Is it C? High carbon iron that gets poured into bricks that looks like pigs? Or is it D? The iron used in frying pans? So that's the first question. Is it A? Pig iron. What is pig iron? A. Iron that has a pink hue. Iron that's been quenched in oil. C. High carbon iron that gets poured into bricks and looks like pigs. Or D. The iron used in frying pans. A, B, C, or D? What exactly is pig iron? These are all blacksmith related questions, trivia questions. Anyone can answer. Take a guess. Take a shot in the dark. Go get your favorite beverage and sit back and let's answer some of these. I think there's 12 questions or so. See that? Yeah, guess that's all you can do if you don't know. I guessed B, and I was incorrect also. I guess no one else is going to guess B. This is just for fun, so no big deal. All you got to do is play along. Hey, we might learn something together at the very least. So I see at least everybody here didn't blow their fingers off on the 4th, so that's really good. Tommy Wright says D, the iron used in frying pans. There should be, well, there's only 2 people in here. Okay, so the actual answer is, drum roll, C. High carbon iron that gets poured into bricks and looks like pigs. I did not know that, but that's what pig iron is. Now, do you know what slag refers to in the blacksmithing terms? What is slag? Is it the leftovers from the smelting process? Is it B, it's an amateur blacksmith? C, it's any kind of low quality metal? Or D, it's the process of superheating iron? What does slag refer to in blacksmithing? Is it leftovers from the smelting process? Is it an amateur blacksmith? Is it any kind of low quality metal? Or is it the process of superheating iron? Our destination says D. I guessed correctly. Tommy Wright says A. So we have it's the process of superheating iron, and we have one guess for it's the leftovers from the smelting process. And I think there's still only 2 people in here. Let's see. No, there's 3. Do we have another? Do we have somebody else that wants to guess? A, it's leftovers from the smelting process. B, it's an amateur blacksmith. C, it's any kind of low quality metal. Okay, so we got a guess for a D, a guess for A, and a guess for C. And the correct answer is A. It's the leftovers from the smelting process. Now, I guess you would need to know what smelting was to know what slag was. I didn't know what either one was. I guessed correctly. Tommy Wright guessed correctly. Tommy Wright gets 10 points. These points count for absolutely nothing, but we keep track of them anyway. Okay. What does it mean to quench something? A, smelt it at a low temperature. Smelt it at a low temperature. To have a big drink after being in the hot forge. To melt it. Rapid cooling of hot metal in some kind of liquid. What does it mean to quench something? A, smelt it at low temperature. B, to have a cool drink after being in the hot forge. C, to melt it. Or D, rapid cooling of hot metal in some kind of liquid. So Fairy Dust says A, cool. Which actually cooling would be D. I think you answered and put the letter. So we'll give you the cooling process, which is D. Our destination says D, but she likes B though. Yeah, and the Gypsy says D. Good to see you here, the Gypsy. And Tommy Wright has the bragging points. Yeah, you get bragging rights. You are right. And so far, you're at 10 points. And who else got the answer right? What was it? So right now, you're at 10 points. Misfits and Dreamers, the Trivia Masters. So if you guys haven't checked out Misfits and Dreamers and you're enjoying trivia, check out their channel. Saturdays, most of the time, they do trivia. And they have a lot of people and they have a lot of fun. And they've done this for a long time. And we have a lot of fun with them when we can make it there. And so far, we have one right answer. But D is absolutely correct. 10 points all around. Cancels out. So everybody got 10 points. 10 points. cancels everything out, but gives you 10 points full of bragging rights. Next question. How do you anneal metal? Oh, wait. Yes. How do you anneal metal? A. Hammer it vigorously. B. Heat it to just below melting and then let it cool in still air. C. Bend it while it's white hot. Or D. Quench it in mineral oil. It's raining there again. We've had rain off and on since the big storm. The big storm knocked out about everything in the garden, at least knocked it all down, buried my tomatillas under the mud. There were about 6 inches of rain. It looked like a pool out there. So we're getting some answers in now. Saying C, hammer it vigorously, and C is bend it while it's white hot. So how do you anneal metal? Hammer it vigorously. B, heat it to just below melting, and then let it cool in still air. Or C, bend it while it's white hot. Or D, quench it in mineral oil. Everyone is saying C. Good job. And C is not the correct answer. B is the correct answer, and it is heat it to just below melting and then let it slowly cool. If you cool it quickly, you're going to get a rock hardness, which they test, and the harder it is, the more towards glass it is, the longer it will keep an edge or is brittle. Some metals are quenched for bent, so they will bend, like swords and tools and what have you. When you anneal metal, you slowly cool it off. It keeps it so that it's more flexible, less brittle, and B's the answer. So let's go on to the next one. What exactly is a blast furnace? So what exactly is a blast furnace? Is it a furnace that can handle explosions? Or B, a furnace that's shaped like a crater? Or C, a furnace that blasts compressed air into the bottom? Or D, another name for just a regular furnace? Excuse me. That's a good idea. Copy Tommy's answers. Yeah, if you ever need to know, anything about annealing, that's your 101 there. Rhonda says, see, a furnace that blasts compressed air into the bottom. I think you're right. A furnace shaped like a crater, a furnace that can handle explosions. C is a furnace that blasts compressed air into the bottom. And D is another name for just a regular furnace. With a loud band. It's a hot bar with a loud band. That's right. That's a blast furnace. Huh. Fairy Dust says C. And Misfits and Dreamers gets 10 points for being creative. And let's see if C is the correct answer. Correct answer is C. A furnace that blasts compressed air into the bottom. So Rhonda got 10 points. Fairy Dust got 10 points. And Tommy got 10 points. And Gypsy got. Did you answer? Gypsy didn't even answer. Helping a friend repair his. Oh, very cool. Is it a leak or is it a heating issue? Is it in the computer that you're fixing, or is it the fiberglass that you're fixing? I could probably help with the fiberglass. I couldn't help with the computer side of it, I don't think. I do have to remind you guys, you have to keep track of your own points. I act like I'm writing stuff down here. I don't really do it. Heating issue. Oh, very cool. And you can figure that out, Bob? That's awesome. It's impressive. If you need to bust out the arbor press, what kind of job might you be doing? If you need to bust out the arbor press, what kind of job might you be doing? A, riveting. B, cutting. C, flattening. Or D, bending. What would you be doing with an arbor press? Riveting, cutting, flattening, or bending? Point cheater. Now you guys got to be honest. I really want to know because maybe I am writing them down. Maybe I'm just joking. D. We got one answer for D. Think the brain is bad. Huh. Think the brain is bad. Bad brain. Bad brain. You're probably right, Bob. Brain is bad. I've never had it though. Never had brain. Well, I have had head cheese from a hog. Pork rinds. Oh, pork brains. Yeah, Tammy's had pork brains. She ate them a lot when she was a kid, so she don't like pork brains no more. So, if we bust out the arbor press, what kind of job are we doing? Are we riveting? A. B. Cutting. C. Flattening. Or D. Bending? We have our Rhonda says D. And Fairy Dust. Weep the Wild Winds says C. Do we have any other guesses? I'm going to guess one and see if I'm right. Arbor Press. We'll say bending. I'm completely wrong. So don't say bending. Don't say D. Yeah, I'm around. Should be. Oh, pork rinds. What time you going to do it, Bob? I'm going to be off here by 9, I would say. Oh, I like pork rinds. She said pork brains. Don't say D, Tommy. D's not right. I picked bending and it's not correct. I'm telling you right now, D's not right. You got to pick A, B, or C. D, bending is not the answer. A, B, or C. And somebody's guessed D and C and D. So we're all wrong. Nobody gets any points. The answer is A, riveting. And you still guessed wrong, Rhonda. It's it's not C or B or D. It's A, riveting. If you get out the arbor press, you're gonna be riveting. So you guys know that now. What you know what I mean? Now you know. Where would you go looking if you wanted to find a pritchel hole? Pritchel. Where would you go looking if you wanted to find a Pritchel hole? In a furnace? In a Pritchel? On top of an anvil? Or in a toolbox? Everybody got negative 10 points on that last one. Where would you go if you're looking for, if you wanted to find a Pritchel hole? Where would you go? In a furnace? In a Pritchel? On top of an anvil? Or in a toolbox in the woods? Yeah, Pritchel holes. Pritchel's running around wild all over here. This place. They got a bunch of Pritchel holes out here. ABC. Tommy Wright says C. He's taking charge, I think, because I think he's correct. In a toolbox. Fairy Dust says in a toolbox. You'll find a Pritchel hole in a toolbox. We are not a forging channel. I have not even ever forged a day in my life, but I always loved the show Forged in Fire. I've always been a big knife fan. I collect knives, and I met Anson on YouTube here. He's a great channel. He forges. He's in the forging community. Some of the people in his community I also watch and enjoy. I encourage you guys to go check out their channels. It's Ivy's Forge and Homestead, and he is doing a lot more blacksmithing now, which is really nice to see. And get over there and check him out. Tell him I sent you. And I'm glad you guys are here tonight. I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, where else can you go on a Friday night? Have this much fun for absolutely free? Nowhere that I know of. So let's see. Where would you find it? A, B, C, or D? In a furnace, in a Pritchel, on top of an anvil, or in a toolbox? C, C, C. And I think you're correct. C is the correct answer. It's in an anvil. And I think the Pritchel hole is the little square hole that they lock. They can put an actual piece of bar in there and pound it down, lock it. If I'm correct, I do not know that. Oh, it's 2 o'clock there. Very early. Well, thank you for coming by, Tommy Wright. You, Tommy Wright, has got 20 points. Winner, winner, winner. Chicken dinner, 20 points tonight, Tommy. Maybe we'll see you next Friday night. Have a good one. He's not really the winner. I just wanted to tell him that before he left. So good to see you here tonight, Tommy Wright. If you're still in here, you are really a winner. And if you're gone, he's not a winner, guys. We do not keep track of points. Fish and lizards have scales, but what does scale mean in blacksmithing terms? Does it mean A, the weight of heated steel, B, the shape of steel, C, a way to cut steel, or D, the oxide coating that forms on heated steel? Is it the scale in blacksmithing, the weight of heated steel, the shape of steel, a way to cut steel, or an oxide coating that forms on heated steel? He won! Absolutely nothing. A, the weight of heated steel. That could be the scale, maybe. That's the Hardy hole, and the Pritchard hole is the round hole used to punch holes over. Okay. So you are a blacksmith. Are you, Tommy? Are you a blacksmith? The Hardy hole is the square one, and the Pritchard hole is the round hole. So you'd punch holes in the round hole, and you'd lock things down in the Hardy hole. Right? Is that what he's saying? Pretty sure that's what he's saying. Change to D. The oxide coating that forms on heated steel. And you are correct. I'm only getting 2 answers. There are 5 people in here. You guys are more than welcome to answer also. We're just guessing. And let's see. Rhonda and Fairy Dust each get 10 points. 10 points apiece for Rhonda and Fairy Dust. So there's a lot of different kinds of iron out there. What is wrought iron? What makes wrought iron? Is it iron with low carbon? Iron with high zinc? Iron that hasn't been tempered? Or iron that's brittle? There's a lot of different kinds of iron out there. What is wrought iron? Iron with low carbon? Iron with high zinc? Iron that hasn't been tempered? Or iron that is brittle? He does some blacksmithing, mainly for making hooks and handles for his woodworking. So Tommy Wright does woodworking also. Very cool. I love woodworking. And I could see making hooks and handles for my woodworking. That's what I'd like to get to. Once I have my barn, there will be a section in there for blacksmithing. I'm working on getting the barn built first. Rhonda with our destination in creation says B. And Fairy Dust, Weeping the Wild Wind says, yeah, baby. That's not an answer. There are a lot of different kinds of iron out there. What is wrought iron? Iron with low carbon, iron with high zinc, iron that hasn't been tempered, or iron that is brittle? Yes, A is an answer. Iron with low carbon or iron with high zinc are our answers right now. I don't know. I'm going to guess and say, and I was incorrect. I'm not going to, I guessed B, and I was incorrect. I thought it was iron with high zinc. I know it wasn't iron that's been tempered, and I know it's not brittle because I can screw through it, drill through it, and it is A, iron with low carbon. That is the correct answer. Another 10 points. Oh, Rhonda says A too. That's 10 points for Rhonda. What's a hardy hole? A hardy hole has kind of a silly name, but what is it? Is it a type of kiln? You guys should know this because Tommy Wright just explained this to me. A type of kiln, a square hole in an anvil, a place to store hot iron to let it cool, or where steel gets quenched. What's a hardy hole? It's kind of a silly name, but what is it? Is it a type of kiln, a square hole in an anvil, a place to store hot iron and let it cool, or where steel gets quenched? Go back, read the comments up above. We just discussed it. The hardy hole was the B. Yep. Square hole in the anvil. The square hole's the hardy hole, and the Pritchard hole is the hole that you punch holes in your metal with. So what does a blacksmith need flux for? I'm learning a lot about blacksmithing tonight. And I've been interested in blacksmithing. I'm still learning a lot about blacksmithing tonight that I didn't know. So this is nice. What does a blacksmith need flux for? Yeah, Tommy, thanks for the info, bud. You got us on the answer right. Yes, fairy dust. B is the correct answer. And now, what does a blacksmith need flux for? Used to score metal. B, increase the heat during smelting. C, helps melt the steel. Or D, prevents oxidation. Oxidization. A, used to score metal. B, increases the heat during smelting. C, helps melt the steel. Or D, prevents oxidization. I think it may be, I don't know. Okay, here's a hint. Unscramble the word Detroit Spinoza Vixen. Detroit Spinoza Vixen. And if you can scramble those letters, it'll give you the answer. D. And it is D. D is the correct answer. 10 points. Fairy dust. Prevents oxidization. It's the only answer that had a V in it. So, what exactly is a crucible and why would you need one? Hurts the brain. I know. I got smoke rolling out my ears. What exactly is a crucible and why would you need one? Is it the container that the metal gets melted in? Is it the bin that holds the scrap metal? Is it where you quench the metal? Or is it the part of the forge where the fire starts? It hurts the brain. Now, over at Misfits and Dreamers, when they do a bunch of answers and you can get a card and then you can play poker with the cards too, which is a lot of fun. Saturday nights, Misfits and Dreamers. Check them out. Trivia. And Bob does a lot of cooking videos too. Hey, it's the container that metal gets melted in, says Rhonda. A crucible. I believe that it's the container the metal gets melted in. I'm going to guess A also. Who's in here? 3 people. Any other guesses? Well, this one rhymes with felting. And this one is called Melting. You hear the dogs? That is Annabeth and oh, Tammy put peanut butter in all their bones. They're little hard bones, and they've been busy up until now. So lasted about 45 minutes. And the answer is the container that the metal gets melted in. Letter A, number A. Rhonda, you are correct. Okay, we've only got a few more questions, and then we're going to be done with this. Next Friday, it'll be over at Anson's channel. I guess the beard challenge is still Liberty Beards. So try to get your red, white, and blue beards. If you don't have a beard, send me a picture of just something you feel liberated of here in America, one of your freedoms. Send me a picture. Say you're a Team Bearded Gorilla or Team Bearded Yeti if you're there for Anson's team. And send us some photos. Get patriotic, get creative, and love to see it. You can send us emails on Facebook or on Instagram, and love to see all the photos with or without beards. This is the Beard Up Challenge, but we as captains are growing beards. We'd love for everyone on our team to have beards, but you don't have to have a beard to be on our team. So pick a side and let's do this. I'm growing my beard for 18 months. Right now, August will be 12, and I'll have 6 more months. I may keep going, but I shaved off. You can go back and watch our Beard Up Challenge. We've only got a few more questions. Beard Up Challenge live, or no, just our Beard Up Challenge playlist on our channels. And Anson, myself, Bob's Adventure, all kinds of people. And I have everybody's where they shaved all their face off clean. Some people had beards, some people didn't. And we started growing back in 2020. So, been a lot of fun, and I hope it continues to grow. I'm glad to see you guys here. Different people this week, and that's good. Hopefully, you'll come back next Friday, or even check us out over at Anson's when he goes live next Friday. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be back here on our channel Friday night. Get your favorite drink around. I was drinking a Founder's Pure Gold, and that was pretty good. And let's have a little fun. Sit back, talk. We'll play some games. I'll have another trivia. If we don't have anything else to talk about, if more people are here and want to come up on panel, we can do a panel talk. Whatever you guys want to do, Fridays is open. I'm focusing around the Beard Up Challenge, but it's really for us to just hang out. Glad to see you. Thank you for coming, Fairy Dust. Glad it's been fun. Hopefully you come back. It was nice to meet you. What do you do if you're a farrier? Work with delicate metals, work with silver, work with horses, or work with armor? And I know what the answer to that is. Work with horses. A farrier works with horses, and we're going to get to the last question before everybody gets out of here. I got about 10 more minutes. I'm going to stay on until 9. What the heck does cold forging refer to? Blacksmithing without the use of heat? Freezing the metal immediately after heating it? Forging in water? Or blacksmithing cold rolled steel? What the heck does cold forging refer to? Cold, excuse me. Cold forging refer to. Been a long day. Blacksmithing without the use of heat? Freezing the metal immediately after heating it? Forging in water? Forging in water? Forging. Blacksmithing cold rolled steel. Rhonda, did you just have a birthday? Did I see something about you having a birthday? I think maybe D. I think it might be D. Blacksmithing cold rolled steel. Chickens all got out last night. We let the dogs out this morning. Our AV, our coyote dog, attacked the chicken, one of them, and I think it died. It went underneath the shed. The other two, we got dogs back in, and the other two were free until we chased them down. And yeah, quite the morning. On 1st of July. Well, happy birthday. Yeah, one of them's dead, I think. We never did find that other chicken, did you? It's dead, huh? Never even found it. It's probably underneath the shed still. I might have to go out there and dig it out. Well, let's guess and see what this is. So, what the heck does cold forging refer to? It's blacksmithing without the use of heat. I don't know how you do that, but a lot of force, I'd say. Oh, I do have one more. What does it mean if someone is a brightsmith? Brightsmith. BRIGHT SMITH. What does it mean if someone is a brightsmith? They're an apprentice blacksmith. They're an expert blacksmith. They work with bright metals like copper and brass. They make candlesticks. What does it mean if someone's a brightsmith? They're an apprentice blacksmith. They're an expert blacksmith. They work with bright metals like copper and brass, or they make candlesticks. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Good to see you. I saw a picture of you and a bunch of people, I think, by a truck, maybe. I think you guys were on vacation somewhere, maybe for the 4th. Did you guys go somewhere for the 4th, Crystal? We're wrapping this up, but good to see you here. We're going to get out of here about 9 o'clock. I don't know if I have any moderators here, but if you guys want to drop anybody's link for somebody going live after us tonight, you're more than welcome to do that. What does it mean if someone is a brightsmith? They're an apprentice blacksmith. They're an expert blacksmith. They work with bright metals like copper and brass. They make candlesticks. Destination's Delight is what you're on our team. You are battling for this. I need photos of Liberty beards. What does it mean for you? What do you feel liberated? What makes you happy that you have a freedom of here in America? Is it the First Amendment? Is it your right to bear arms? Is it your right to religion? Is it your right to vote? What's your biggest freedom that you love? Put it in a photo of some sort. Say your Team Bearded Gorilla. Send it to us. Be great if it had a beard in it. You got French fried big time? Yeah. It's warm out now, guys. That's what it was. Tubing. I saw you going tubing. That looks fun. Tubing sounds like a lot of fun. I love tubing. We talked about going back to Pine Lake, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to lose another GoPro. That was kind of tragic last year. Super fun place. Our brother-in-laws went to or we're going to go to Kings Island, and then went to Coney Island, and I guess it was just a big mess, really crowded, so hard to do anything. The water was cold, the air was warm. It wasn't fun for them at all, so not that part, but I think they had fun other than that. What does it mean if someone is a brightsmith? Well, if someone is a brightsmith, they work with metals like copper and brass. And Anson doesn't work with that. He's a tool maker mostly. He makes different tools. So we can do, if you like this trivia, we can do more trivia like this. A lot of different types, and it doesn't always have to be about blacksmithing. I'm not always going to play trivia on Friday nights. I do have a Simpsons one that I'd like to do eventually soon. And sometimes we do reverse family feud, which is a lot of fun also. I would like to get about 10 people here. Share this out with people you think may like this sort of thing, like to hang out on a Friday night from between 8 and 9, 8 to 10 if everybody's here and having fun. I'll stay on longer. But we can play games, we can talk about our garden, talk about our life, talk about our beards, whatever you guys want to talk about. Friday nights, I'm going to try to be here for at least an hour. Hopefully, you guys can check it out. We are also trying to go live on Mondays, 8 o'clock also. So, more than welcome to come over on Monday nights and join us also. So, other than that, we normally upload 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes, like this week, we uploaded every day, but we're doing a 30-day challenge without labeling it 30-day challenge because Homestead Aquarius is doing a 30-day challenge. So we're trying to upload at least something every day for the month of July. So far, so good. Hopefully, you guys have all checked them out. Glad you guys could make it here. Check out Ivy's Forge and Homestead. Can't wait to see you guys all in somewhere, in some form. Till next time, peace, y'all. Grow a beard. Send me some Liberty photos. I need red, white, and blue beards. And get pictures of anybody's beard or anybody that'll say they're Team Bearded Gorilla, guys. Thanks. I had a lot of fun. Hope I can see you guys around. We'll see you later.